Okay, mate. Welcome to the group. Now, Rune. Now, I did post about a buy on Rune last week. Posted it looked like a good. This was a this was a three drive structure. See right here, you can see pivot, 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 pivot right in here in a 3 day structure, and we got a substantial bounce off it. From there, where I posted, is that a bloody 50%? I didn't realize it was 50% bounce, but that's crazy. There's 50% bounce. I didn't realize. I posted it right down here when we were into this trend line, and then you can see the reaction off that. I like Rune, honestly. I think it's good. I think this FUD is good. Um, it does look like there might be a bit of downside first before moving up. Like it looks like that we want to create a bit of a double bottom or a higher low here. So I think, honestly, I like Rune. I'm with you on this. I do like Rune. Of course, it's looking slightly bearish on the near term, but I think a dip back down into this sort of green area. I think this is a buy point down here for at least a reaction bounce back up. And you can see that this was a 50% bounce. So, if the next time, if we create a higher low here, we're likely to create a higher high here and move back up, and maybe even higher again. So I don't really fear the FUD on this at the moment. I think it's really interesting, and I think it potentially can give another opportunity. I don't think we should buy it today. I would like to see one more dip lower and into this wick, and then it holds and flips green, and then look to get long. Let's look at the 3 day. Yeah, slightly bearish here yet. It might want to just push down. If there was, you can see I've got my alarm here. I'm going to set an alarm actually. I'm just going to set an alarm right here at this pivot, and I've got an alarm down here. I would love to buy some Rune in between these alarms, and I would especially absolutely love to buy some Rune right here. If we pierce, if somehow we did pierce this, come back inside, that could be an amazing opportunity. So there's a few options here on Rune, and honestly, I like the opportunity on this. This is probably going to get a big bounce and surprise people. I like the fact that um, there's a bit of a pivot here. Is this a pivot low? Like we might have to wait until Monday. You can see that this candle here is almost, mm, it's not closed yet, but I was going to say almost identical to this candle here. And then the next candle, to buy it was kind of on a new week. As soon as it flipped green on a new week, it bounced, and that was a way it bounced hard then. I also like the fact that it's created a large volume node here. This is an interesting factor as well. There's volume, it creates eyes on this. What it does is when you get large volumes like this, um, it it alerts hedge funds and institutions and exchanges and even banks and large traders, and all traders, all good traders will be watching this large volume node, in my opinion, and it'll bring eyes to the charts. This is advertising. This is the advertising that you want to see on a chart. All the news and all the BS and all the crap that's posted on Twitter and the news channels, all of that's BS. Really, in my view, in my eyes, this is news. This is real news. Okay, this is advertising. Um, so the news that got hacked. Okay, it might be caused by the hacking news, which may be advertising as well. But I just believe like high volume like this will get people's attention and get whales' attention. So it makes it interesting. Now, is this the bottom? I'm not sure yet, but I think it'll bring opportunity. I like the fact that there's a three drive structure here on a weekly chart. Look at the weekly chart. We could open up here on a new week and just do something like that and pop back up. That's very, very possible. And we've seen before that was a 50% bounce. So I definitely will be watching this over the next few days and on a new week as well. You can see a 2 week candle here. There's a bit of a doji forming here on a 2 week. Like there was a doji formed here, very similar candle formed here. Of course, this was a green one. The new candle opened up, had a bit of a dip down towards the lows, and then we bounced hard off it. I would be looking for something similar here if we got a retest of the lows, um, and then look to buy this. Of course, the overall market needs to hold up, but ideally you want to see this flip green, a bit of a bounce, so a bit of a dip on a new week, and then the bounce. This is actually a 2 week candle, so there's 8 days left in this. So in the near time, I would be watching the weekly candle. If it drags on and continues to hold down here for chops about for the next week, then I would wait and trade the new 2 week candle.